The room doors opened with a slight crack sound, letting the room bright up, spoiling the darkness. A woman stepped in, saw her daughter-in-law sitting on the bed, holding her late husband's photo with her dry cheeks visible to her. What? She raised her head and looked at her with an emotionless face. Come downstairs, at least eat today to eat. I'm not hungry, Mom. Please, let me stay in my room. It's been 2 months since he is no more. Vaughn, don't be like that. Come downstairs and eat with our family. Try to change. She went to Vaughn, held her hand, but Vaughn refused. Please, Mom, don't force me to change. Let me be as I am, at least. No, let go of her hand. Come with me once. She turned back and laughed, and Mrs. John didn't understand, but she followed him, leaving Vaughn alone again. It's been 2 months since our son Jamie died in the accident, and Vaughn has gone into depression. Here we both are trying our best to make her normal, but she isn't alone herself. If her parents are alive, they would forcefully make her normal, but since she has no parents, we should take responsibility for her. What do you mean? How much do you love her? What kind of question is that? Don't you know how much I love her too? I know. We both should make Vaughn marry our second son Jungkook. His wife was shocked, and Mr. John continued speaking, not wanting his wife to misunderstand him. You and I, how many years we have spent with her? 10 years or 20 years? Who will take care of her after we are both dead? But think, if she has a husband, he can take care of her, and he would build a new family with her, making her a loving wife rather than a widow who lives alone. I didn't think of it this way, but it's good for her. But what about Jungkook? We should ask him too. Let's talk him to on the call. No need. He will be there by tomorrow. His guards told me he was taking a plane and coming back to finally after many months. Hearing this, Mrs. John's eyes got wet because Jungkook left his home when he became a Mafia, and he only came back once when his brother married Twan, and he didn't return home again. No one knows why he left, and his parents tried to call him back, but he didn't. Now, hearing this, he was coming back. His mom was getting tears. But Vaughn is afraid of Jungkook, isn't she? Yes, she is. But Jungkook can hold back his dangerous instincts on her son. I'm sure he will listen to me if I ask him nicely. Mrs. John hugged her son when he entered the hall, and he petted her back. Mr. John hugged his son after Mrs. John broke the hug. When I found out Jamin was no more, I wanted to come back quickly, but I couldn't because I was attacked by some enemies. I'm sorry to both of you. At least you came back now. That's enough. Where's Vaughn? She's in the bedroom. She's in depression jungle. We are trying our best, but she isn't even listening to us. May I see her? She isn't letting anyone come into the room except me and you, Dad. She isn't even coming out. How can you let her be like that? She's younger than me. She is not a prisoner to capture herself in darkness. She should spend her life here. Why is she ruining her life like this? I'll go and bring her. His mom was about to stop him, but he didn't listen and went to Vaughn's room. Within minutes, Mr. John and Mrs. John were shocked to see Jungkook really taking her out of the room and down the downstairs, holding her hand while she was trying to stop him. Mom, can you take her outside? His mom was too stunned to speak. But then his father gave permission. Jungkook tightened his grip on her wrist and took her with him, while Mrs. John and Mr. John exchanged glances. Didn't I tell you? Jungkook can take care of her. See? She can't listen to anyone, but she is scared of him, and she has to listen to him. There is no other way. Yeah, and I never thought Jungkook would handle her and get her out of the room too. Jungkook took Hwa to the beach, and that's when he let go of her arm. Then he took out his cigarette and started smoking in frustration, gritting his teeth. Even at this time, she wasn't seeing the view in front of her. She just stood there like a statue of depression. Jungkook's heart clenched at the sight, and he was even getting angry. He didn't let his emotions show to her, not to her alone, but to everyone else as well. As he was Mafia, he always showed on his rough, dangerous side. Look at me. She raised her hand and saw him with her wet eyes, which spoke words that her mouth didn't. What is lacking for you? Why can't you live normal again? See how happy the people are there? He pointed to a crowd that was too far away. They were playing, some gasping, and some sitting together, enjoying themselves. Do you think everyone is happy on this earth? Or that no one loses their beloved ones in their lives? Everyone loses beloved ones and faces difficult times, but they still come back to themselves and move on. Or do you think you are the only one in this world who has lost a partner? The way he asked with a bit harsh for her, but she didn't answer. Tears formed in her eyes, which made him notice. See one. If you want to cry, then cry. If you want to scream, then scream. Let out all your emotions here as much as you want right now. And share your pain with me. If not with me, then share with the taxi, the air, everything you see. But don't suppress it in you anymore. Then she couldn't control her tears. They burst as she cried suddenly. Jungkook stepped back from her and was watching her silently taking a drag from the cigarette. Not intervening her, he gestured to his guards who were far away from him, signaling them to clear the beach and disperse the crowd. While she cried heartfully, she started shouting into the air, not letting her heavy pain remain stuck inside her. Why am I this unlegitimate? She screamed into the air, her cries echoing there, releasing her pain, not hiding anything. It was as if she were questioning something, or perhaps even Jaemin so. I lost my parents when I was a child, and I was raised in a hard way in an orphanage. And when I thought my life would be good and settled, you came into my life, Jaemin. I thought maybe after marriage my life would be better, and of course, you would take care of me and be with me. But just when I started to feel better about my life, you left me. Why is it so hard for me to have a good life? Why does no one stay in my life to make me feel less alone? She was crying inside the stairs, screaming. Jungkook didn't bother her. He just looked at her and sat on the shore with his knees pulled up, both hands wrapping loosely around them in a sense of relaxation. He didn't stop her. He listened to all her questions, all her pain, and all her struggles, and that she had until now. It had been a few moments, but she was still crying and shouting, while Jungkook just looked at her calmly, listening to what she had lost and how much she was suffering. After a few months, she grew tired of from shouting and crying. About to fall, Jungkook quickly pulled her into his lap, allowing her to rest there, making her sleep in his lap. He bent closer to get a better look at her face, tilting his head as he tucked her hair behind her ear softly. Yes, you have been unlucky until now. One but not from now on. You are mine. You know what? The shouting, I'm telling everything I know already. So you understand how I know them, except for the matter of Jaemin. When I saw her, I fell for you. I even started to get to know you better. But when I went on a mission and returned for my brother's wedding, I saw you as my brother's wife, which was horrible. Even though it killed my inside, I forced myself to distance myself from your life. As Jamie and you were both married by your wives. Even when I heard about Jamie's death, I couldn't come back. But when I saw you again in such a worse state, I can't give up on you. I'll make you mine no matter what. Jungkook and Jaemin aren't real brothers. Jungkook's parents adopted Jaemin because they didn't have children in the first years of their marriage. They adopted Jaemin from an orphanage, and a year later, Jungkook was born to them. They never let their love for Jaemin lessen. They raised Jungkook and Jaemin equally. Jaemin is soft, while Jungkook is cold and tough. Jaemin chooses to be single, and Jungkook becomes the mafia king as Time skipped to a few days later. Now Van wasn't staying in her room. She was talking and moving around the house, not behind like a depressed person. They thought she was getting better and it was only because of Jungkook. So, they both went to Van's to ask her about the marriage. No, I can't marry anyone. Let me be single. I can't let anyone into my life again. One, even if you want to be like that, how can we leave you like that alone like this? You need a partner in your life. You need to start a new chapter. Please, you need to understand and think about your future. Who will be beside you? When you get old, don't you want to be a mom to babies? Don't you want to be married? I don't want any man. Even if someone comes along, he will only pick me. Marry me and give you life. That's pathetic. I don't want it. If another person married you, it might be like that. Maybe as you said. But no. Jungkook is exactly what you need. The mafia who won't show sympathy up. She was done hearing he was talking about Jungkook. We know how much he can be a husband to you if you agree. We have already seen improvement in you. What? Jungkook? How can you marry him? No, he's my brother. Stop it, Warren. Tears are coming. You just don't want to listen to us because we aren't your parents. But if we were your parents, you would have agreed. No, I never considered you both that way. Then why don't you respect our wishes and marry Jungkook? Do you think he doesn't deserve to marry you? I didn't mean that. If we really didn't mean anything like that, then marry Jungkook and start a new life now. Or let us prepare for the fact that you will never consider us one family. One couldn't say anything and agreed to the marriage forcefully like that. One was nervously squeezing her hands while standing in the doorway of the bedroom, while he was just standing near the bed and staring at her, not minding how she felt about the way he looked at her. When she peeked at him awkwardly, her face became nervous upon seeing him staring at her, and she was about to look away. Come here. She slowly went to him, lay down on the bed. She widened her eyes at him, unable to believe. Was he going to be intimate with her? Just lay down as I said already, Mrs. John. He said coolly. She finished and lay down nervously. She was feeling tense and anxious and wanted to say no, but she was scared. He wasn't a normal person, so she couldn't say anything really. He was a dangerous mafia who only kept orders and didn't listen to others. Then he slightly bent down over her, making her heart race so fast. But what he did stunned her. He took a blanket and called her back. Good night, Paul. Still can't believe him. He chuckled at the way she was looking at him. Just sleep. Don't think of anything else. I won't touch you or do anything with you. She was surprised. It unexpected for him. He smiled, which gave her response. He walked away from her and lay down on the sofa, crossing his legs, and fell asleep without even looking at her. Then she felt an unknown feeling that helped stop to her anxiety and allowed her to sleep. The next day, Jungkook was on the balcony smoking while talking on the phone. When his mom approached him, he stopped smoking and threw the cigarette away and entered the car. They began talking, and Won also went there for some fresh air, but stopped to listen to them from a distance. Are you sure, Jungkook? Yes, Mom. If I go on any mission or work, she will feel alone in my mansion. So I thought I would shift here. She needs you both as parents too. That's good, but did something happen between you both last night? Jungkook looked at his mom, squinting his eyes, while Won's face turned red with embarrassment, feeling the tension of what he would say to her about it. Not yet, I just. Won in embarrassment tried to leave, but her hand accidentally touched her pad, causing it to fall to the ground with a loud noise, making them to look at her. She looked at them, biting her loudly and squeezing her hands. Jungkook smiled upon seeing her like that. What are you doing there, Won? Come here. Won walked over to them while Jungkook stared at her in silence. She knew he was watching her, but she pretended not to notice and focused her attention on his mouth. Nothing wrong. Are you angry with me? Won looked at her with confusion, shaking her head to indicate no, making Mrs. Jones sigh. I know it's wrong to force you to get married again without letting you take at least 3 years time. But I was scared you would stay like that forever. And I wanted to help you to get rid of your loneliness. That's why it happened. I hope you understand. Corinne didn't answer or nod her head. You would talk for a while. I'll make dinner. Mrs. John left, leaving Won behind. Won looked at Jungkook again, found him still staring at her without even blinking. Biting her lower, she asked him, why do you always stare at me like that? My stare is always like that. You might not understand even if I told you. Then may I know another thing? Why didn't you even touch me? She asked not because she wanted him to touch her, but because she wanted to understand exactly what was going on in his mind. You want to know why? As he asked this, he adjusted his posture and took steps toward her. She felt the tension and stepped back until her back touched the wall behind her. He stepped in front of her, leaning closer, while she froze even though his body wasn't touching hers. His breath was so close that she could feel it. Because of this, she didn't understand what he meant. You are still scared in the corner of your heart about me, and I know it's not right to force you for my names, even though you are my wife now and I'm your husband. That's why I didn't touch you. I thought she would be dangerous, but listening to you, it's different. Of course I'm dangerous to others, but not to my wife. Her face brightened when he said why, which made Jungkook smile. He brought his face closer to hers, but she spoke in fear. I need you. You need time. She was cut off when Jungkook spoke exactly what she needed. He connected his forehead to hers, making her freeze with his gentleness and words. Of course, I'll wait for you, not just once. How much? She managed to ask while he just still close to her. As much as you want. 1 year? I'll wait. What if it's 10 years? I won't even hesitate to wait my whole life for you. It was enough. How could she ask him anything else? Then he moved away from her. Let's go downstairs, Fluffy. He began to leave, and Won followed him, her eyes staring at his back in amazement, wondering how he was so different from what she had thought. Won? Huh? She answered, but her eyes were still on the doorway. Mrs. Jones, squinting her eyes at her, called her name in a slightly raised tone. Won? This made Ryan look at her mother-in-law, quickly avoiding the doorway. Mrs. John crossed her arms over her chest, raising an eyebrow. Why are you always looking at the doorway? Waiting? It's not like staying at will make you Jungkook. Come home, Minnie Foster. I wasn't waiting for him. No. Don't you know? Ever since he left for his mission, you have been looking at the doorway every day. If you miss him that much, then why don't you just give him a call? Ryan's face turned red as she shyly denied the fact. No, Mom, I'm shy. Over the months, Ryan had fallen in love with Jungkook, the way he gained her trust as won her heart. She never let Jungkook know this, even though he took her wherever she wanted to go, gave her whatever she asked for, and spent as much as time with her as he could, except when he had to leave for missions. Mom, can you call him and ask when he is coming back? It's already been 3 days since he left. Mrs. John smiled at her and nodded, dialing the number. It's ringing. She put the call on speaker so Ryan could hear as well. Ryan stared at the phone curiously and then Jungkook picked up the call. Hello, Jungkook. Yes, Mom? When will you come back? Where are you right now? In your heart, Mom. Stop with the playful words. Jungkook, tell us, where are you? In front of you, Mom. I told you stop playing. She stopped in mid-sentence, surprised to see Jungkook walking in holding his phone. Mom, why did you stop? Tell him to come quickly. She shook Mrs. John's arm, then followed her gaze and was surprised to see Jungkook. So, who exactly was waiting for me here? When he said that, licking his bottom lip while looking at Ryan, she felt embarrassed and quickly hid behind Mrs. John's back. Oh, you are finally home. Your wife has been waiting for you. Jungkook, don't take this long to finish missions again, okay? Oh, Mom, please don't. She gripped Mrs. John's hand, whispering in embarrassment, but Mrs. John didn't listen. Jungkook smiled and tilted his head at his wife. Well, is it true? No, she was lying. Huh? Me? Jungkook, just look at her face. Her eyes will tell you everything. Saying this, she walked away, leaving them alone. Ryan also tried to leave, but Jungkook blocked her, looking into her eyes as if he could read them. Not gonna lie, Mom is right. By the way, I'm sorry. I took so long this time. But I won't let it happen again. It's okay. Get ready. I'm taking you to the amusement park today. You still know, Mother? I thought you forgot. This Jungkook never forgets what his wife asked him. Now, go and get ready. After all the thrilling rides, Ryan and Jungkook sat on the bench, breathing heavily as they relaxed. Then she asked him for a water bottle because she was thirsty and he went to get water. Leaving her alone, she sat there awaiting for him. But two cars suddenly appeared and stood in front of her. Hey Tom, what's up? She gave a vague expression and not answering, but the second car spoke. Looks like you are alone. Come with us, let's have fun. Will you kindly leave from here? She stood up. No, until you come with us. She felt a bit of fear as they both seemed like they weren't going to leave, and she wanted to go to Jungkook. When she tried to leave, where do you think you are going? That guy was about to touch her, but someone grabbed his hand and twisted, making the guy scream in pain. Ryan was surprised to see Jungkook. He was gritting his teeth. Where the hell are you interrupting? He was about to punch Jungkook, but Jungkook grabbed the first guy's neck and smashed it into the second guy's head, making their head collide with a single force. How the dare you guys touch my wife? They were both shocked and tried to leave, but Jungkook didn't let them. He started beating them like they were criminals. Sorry, we just wanted to have fun. Forgive us. Jungkook kept kicking them, not listening to them. You guys have the guts to harass the Mafia King, Jungkook's wife? As he said this, he took out his gun to shoot them. They both were scared and knowing he was Mafia, they cried in fear, begging him, but he didn't listen. Just when he was about to pull the trigger, she stopped him. No, Jungkook, please. Ryan, let it go. They needed listen. With me back. He tried to point the gun again, but she took it from him and hugged him, making him freeze. As she had never touched him like this before. Meanwhile, the car stumbled away and somehow managed him to live, while Jungkook remained frozen, not even noticing they had gone. She looked at his face without breaking the heart, while he remained frozen, not even hugging her back. What are you even doing? I'm trying to calm Jungkook. You're scared of me, aren't you? That was once upon a time. Then now, do I have to confess specifically? She blushed and tried to laugh, but he held her wrist to pull her back. You don't know how much I'm obsessed with you. Jungkook, yours isn't an obsession, it's love. I can see it in your words, in your actions, in everything. I love you, Jungkook. You love me? She nodded slightly, then he brought his face closer to hers. She hesitated, realizing it was for a kiss. Trust me, I won't let go of your hand until my last beat, my love. Hearing this, she pressed her lips against his.